Yo, welcome back to a special edition for this week, week one's NFL best bets. Just coming on here to give the information that I have been promising for the last couple weeks, and that's about the referees. The refs definitely have an impact in the game. You can deny it all you want, but the tendencies of certain individuals to make certain calls in certain clutch moments is going to impact a number of games this year, and so hopefully we can be on the right side of those trends. So the first matchup that we went over was Broncos Titans, and I was super blessed to find that we got lucky on this one. The referee we got here is Alex Kemp, who basically has some incredible percentages in favor of the home team, as well as relatively no impact on the over/under. So that's huge for me. I'll take no impact over major impact any day, because then I can handicap the way I like to. I can bet on players, I can bet on teams, I can bet on coaches. When they make a major impact on the total and things like that, yeah, it's I think it's a dangerous thing to just bet solely on a referee's tendencies. So that game is great for both our money line pick and our over/under pick, Broncos Titans. So stick with that one. Bucks Falcons, the over/under on this game was our play. We played the over, and our ref is Land Clark. Land Clark is actually an overs ref. He has hit the over in the majority of his officiating stints. So that was a great one as well. The third ref that I'm going to go over is new to the NFL's refs this year. So he came from he was like a line judge or something, or he had a less important role. Now he's a main head ref. His name is Alex Moore. He is the referee for the Panthers Jaguars game. So that's the game I threw the over/under on. I gotta say, that makes me kind of want to stay away from it, a new ref, just because I don't know what his personality type this guy is. Are they gonna be the kind of guy that wants to show everybody that they're here to stay, or are they gonna be the kind of person that doesn't take, I don't take that stuff, so starts throwing the flag a little extra to get things under his control. So I might stay away from Panthers Jags over because of the ref. For my money lines, you get a bit of mixed reviews on the Cardinals New Orleans matchup, because the ref in that game, Scott Novak, does tend to favor the home team. I believe that's what I saw. But not enough of a percentage, like some just over 50-50 or whatever. So he's like just around 50-50, but just slightly in favor of a home team. But he tends to be. Let's see where. Sorry, there's a lot of information. So he has a high percentage of home teams last year, but his overall percentages for the last 5 years actually aren't that staggering. So hopefully he gets back on track and starts calling these perfectly even games like they're supposed to. And I'm going to stick with the Cardinals versus New Orleans, Cardinals money line. Now the next one is the one that hurts. I was really excited about Dolphins beating Indianapolis. I thought that was going to be a play that I would kind of be one of the sharps on and one of the first guys to say it. It actually turned out to be a pretty common play on some of these sites I'm seeing. But now that I'm looking a little deeper and I got the ref matchup, we got Brad Allen in this matchup, and he is a heavy home team favorite. So the home teams with Brad Allen are something like 61-40 against the spread. So that's no good for us being the plus money dog in that game. Brad Allen could find us looking at that game going, and these are moments where, again, all they have to do is call an offensive holding on a touchdown run in the third quarter to totally screw a team's momentum, or again, call basically offensive holding in the red zone is the go-to play for a ref to completely stifle a team's momentum. And you can call that as many as like 2-3 times in the same red zone possession and really kind of get away with it, especially holdings. Holdings are like the biggest call in the NFL where it's a complete judgment call. If you show every single play on a football field, someone could go in and argue that there's been a hold being committed at some point. Or you can go in every play and defend that, that's not how we want to play. That's not enough to call a hold. So at any time, if they throw a flag, you don't have to be that surprised, when it's like a what feels like a really, whatever they call soft call or a bailout call. It's like, yeah, because that's kind of one of those things where this is where their judgment does get to come into play. How impactful is this moment? How much does this drive matter? Are they running away with this? What's the crowd volume? How am I feeling in this energy right now? I don't know. I'm not in these guys' heads, but I have some notes here on some of these guys, like favoring. They call a lot of away penalties. So who's this guy? Yeah, so let's see, Alex Kemp. Yeah, the cool thing about like Alex Kemp for our Broncos Tennessee money line is this guy throws a lot of penalties, flags. And we have the under in that game, Broncos Titans, which makes me so excited because if this guy's involved in the game, it's going to be a run game with a lot of penalties, so lots of plays called back, especially on the long runs. So, I love that he's reffing the under, and I love that he's reffing the home team. Again, lots of away penalties on the offensive line. But yeah, all this information is out there, but it's the matchups that they hold back until the last day they can. So they just came out yesterday. I'm coming out with this after kind of breaking it down last night. I gave myself checks, minuses on refs that are, I'm going to stick with the game that I had locked in. And right now I've gone from, I gave you 6 to now I'm going to put in a parlay of 4 teams. That's Broncos, Titans, under, Bucks, Falcons, over, Cardinals, money line over the Saints, and Broncos, money line over Tennessee. That's going to be my 4-team big parlay. One team that snuck up, as it was already written down as one of my sort of like, hey, keep an eye out for this one. That was the Pittsburgh Jets, the Steelers Jets under. Yeah, so I looked at that one with the ref matchup, and it actually I pushed that one a little bit higher up. I think that one's, I might throw that on the parlay because Pittsburgh versus Jets under with Bill Vinovich reffing the game. Bill Vinovich has the highest percentage of unders of any ref that is in the profession. So I love that play. Pittsburgh versus the Jets under. I mean, we already know they're 2 run-heavy teams. We already know we don't know what to expect from the offense of either of them. We already know they play hard-nosed D. I love this matchup for the ref. Pittsburgh Jets under. That one just flashed based on the ref alone. So hopefully that information helps. I only got information on refs that are impacting my plays. So as we going through the season, I'll be able to add more refs to my knowledge. I've already gone through and kind of downloaded their percentages and their tendencies. So as soon as we've run through all of them, basically, it'll start repeating and we'll see some patterns and stuff, and hopefully we can develop like just ways to key in on certain games and certain ref assignments to either save us from losing our asses or get us one of those last second wins like I'm going to pull off with this Pittsburgh New York under. But that's it. Just a quick